Hello, and welcome to another episode of the TBI Diaries. I'm Jennifer Soames, TBI survivor and advocate, holistic health professional, and author of Head of Hope, a resource and empowerment guide for living and thriving with a traumatic brain injury. Today's episode is all about changing social stigma, or really, that we need to, around TBIs and concussions, which remember are the same thing. Recently, in watching TV, it was actually last night, I was watching a show where one of the characters, fictional, sustained a concussion. And when the character was back on the scene, they were asked, "Well, how are you doing?" And they said, "Oh, fine." Well, I'm here to tell you that what you see on TV is not always what happens in real life. Shocking, right? Well, the social stigma around brain injuries is that, oh, it's a concussion, no big deal, walk it off. And there really is this kind of walk it off mentality, meaning that walk it off and you'll be just fine. Now, for some people, they are fine after just a couple of weeks. But then there are many of us, myself included, who struggle with things like post-concussive syndrome and PTSD and all of the numerous and almost countless repercussions of our injuries. So when I see somebody on television get a brain injury of some sort, it really aggravates me and makes me mad that their character just comes back like as if they got a paper cut. And really it's that degree of severity in the way that things are portrayed on screen. Thankfully, because of our country's love of football, we're seeing more steps taken around care for TBIs, and we're seeing them actually happen. I will say that as much as I do enjoy watching football, I also have a hard time with it too, because even the last game I watched, there were 2 concussions within the first half. And, it just brings back memories of what that felt like, especially the first few days, and knowing that those players likely have a long road ahead of them, even with some of the best care that our country has to offer. So the purpose of this video is to let you know that what you see on TV doesn't necessarily match up in real life. And in real life, a lot of TBI survivors actually do struggle, and they don't know where to turn, what can help, or who to see, which is why I did write the book. But these videos are to really share from my own experience of what it is like to live with a TBI, and to know that no, things don't go back to the way they were within just 2 weeks. If they do for you or someone that you know, that is fantastic. I'm thrilled for you. And I wish that more people had that experience. But it needs to be understood that TBIs are a really big deal. Concussions, which are TBIs, are a very big deal. We're talking about brain damage. And it's not just, it's not just the cognitive skills, it's not just balance, it's not just speech. They affect us in so many more ways. And they change people's lives. So when you see somebody on screen get a concussion, whether that's in real life, on a football Sunday, or in a TV show, just know that that's a really big deal and not something to just take lightly and just to walk it off. If you meet somebody who gets a concussion, make sure that they know that it's a big deal as well, and that there is help available, and to know that they're not alone. I think that's the thing that most TBI survivors need to know, and anybody dealing with a challenge, is to know that they're not alone. So thank you for being here, and thank you for helping me spread this message so that there is greater awareness for all of us. The more that people understand about brain injuries, the more that you can support people who have them, the greater there is greater knowledge there is around prevention, and treatment and communication between TBI survivors, their families, and their providers, and everybody wins. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more TBI Diaries, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss another episode. If you're interested in learning more about my Head of Hope book, just go to my website, which is headofhope.com. You can order signed copies there, and there are also copies available on Amazon in both print and Kindle edition. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.